north of the border in Toronto. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hey Doris, at what point in the year? Coaching staff's really starting to optimize their rosters.
Well, B.A., I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Zach LaVine out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's George, then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Kessler in its center. First free throw is good. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
B.A., you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Murray. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
That's exactly right. Miscues drive a coach crazy. You're giving them more opportunities than you're giving yourself, and that's always problematic.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 40-point game against Indiana.
Derek Lively, at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Adebayo finds George. Back to Adebayo. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. A deep three. Unable to get that one. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. The 11-footer. George, no good.
Now there's your rim protection. That's how you defend the post.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Now here's Murray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
Let's remember, this guy's got a 9'4" standing reach and a vertical that's ridiculous. Lively just getting to the rim.
Ball against Murray. Ball taking his time here. Here's George. And George with the jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Vassell. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
LaVine against Vassell. LaVine passes to Adebayo. Back to LaVine. Shoots over Vassell. Again, Oklahoma City.
Yeah, Levine, not a guy you want to concede that mid-range game to. So skilled in that area.
Outside Jones. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Lively with a screen on Adebayo. And a slam dunk by Lively.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Kessler, a screen on Murray. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
First one falls. Something this Raptors team does very well is move the ball doors.
Yeah, B.A., this is an unselfish group of guys. They like moving the basketball, getting everybody involved. Amazing when a team has everybody touch it, how good it feels.
George hits them both. Doris, we've heard Paul George get a lot of praise from the next generation of NBA talent.
We sure have, and it's easy to see why, Brian. This guy is fundamentally sound. He does a little bit of everything, can shoot with range, can get off the bounce. His game is so polished and smooth, worthy of emulation.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, these teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense. Fifth, the Raptors.
They anticipate well defensively, force a lot of mistakes, and quickly turn defense into offense.
Antetokounmpo finds Jones. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. And he drops it in from the low post.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
George left side. Stolen by Jones. Here we go. All alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
Ball outside. Here's George. And it's Toronto with a rebound. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night.
Outside Jones. Three-pointer. Kessler with a rebound.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Raptors?
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
George hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's George. 20 points for him last game against Utah. 6 to shoot. Pass to Jay. Here's Levine for 3. Walker pulls down the board. The Raptors with a lead. Down low. Here's Wade over Boucher. Wade misses. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Wallace. No points so far. Inside. Wade. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's George. He has 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And it's Jay missing. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Wallace with it. Guarded now by George. Out to the right wing. Launches it. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Raptors lead by 4.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. The Raptors making a switch here. Clark's checked in. Levert's checked in for Oklahoma City.
Zach LaVine, one of the most entertaining players in the league. Boy, when he's cooking offensively, look out.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Oklahoma City squad.
Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
making a change here. Exum's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Thunder. Number 0, Dante Exum.
Walker passes to McConnell. Here's Wade over Boucher. Wade misses. Here's Jay. Exum outside. Shoots over Walker. Exum's shot is off.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's McConnell. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. And the Raptors lead by 3. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And he's going for the oop here. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Well, you have to love the size that Dante Exum attacks the point guard position with. He can see over defenders, passing the ball with great confidence.
Now here's McConnell. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Wallace outside. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Karis LeVert.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Williams is checked in for Toronto. So hits 1 and misses 1 at the line. The Thunder have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. To the left wing. Here's Jay. Watched by Wallace. Jay to pass to Wiseman. And stolen by Williams. Pass to Wallace. 13 feet out. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Wallace has got 6.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
LeVert finds Wiseman. Here's Jay. He's marked by McConnell. Wiseman, a screen on McConnell. Here's Jay. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And both teams already firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Now here's McConnell. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. That's going to send T.J. McConnell to the line. It's going to be on Karis LeVert. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Green's checked in for LeVert.
The line for Toronto. T.J. McConnell, shooting 1.
That one misses for McConnell. Thunder trail by 4. Walker with a steal. To the inside. And stolen by Boucher. Green with the ball. That'll count. And that's not going to go. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Toronto out in front, up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
All right, Doris, what do you think separates the good teams from the great teams in crunch time?
Boy, I think there's a lot of things, Brian, that separate that. Number one, can you execute on both ends when it's a clutch game? Can you absorb the pressure of a moment, understanding time and score, how to get a quality shot on every possession, how to string together multiple stops? Can you make shots under duress of great defense? There are so many things that differentiate between the good and the championship.
They've got Marcus Sasser. Kenrich Williams is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Wallace in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Vassell. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And so Vassell nails both of them.
And talk about a guy who just keeps getting better and better and better. Vassell is one of the more complete players in this game.
Now here's Levine. Off the window, it's good. Levine's got 10 points.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Antetokounmpo against Kessler. From the baseline, Antetokounmpo can't connect. Thunder trail by 4. Here's Levine, and there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Kessler against Antetokounmpo. He takes it in. Oh, misses the dunk.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Here's Levine for 3. Rebound Toronto.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Down low. Here's Sasser. Oh, Kessler with the block.
This guy is a constant threat on the defensive end. Send it back, Walker.
Toronto making a switch here. Wade's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
Levine feeling it out a bit. Green for 3. Hits the three-pointer. Green's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's on it.
Oh, incredible! Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Adebayo. Still no points. Out left to the wing. Kessler finds Levine. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Kessler. Giannis Antetokounmpo again.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Shot by Levine, no good. Raptors lead by 4. Here's Vassell. From down in the low post, it goes. Vassell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And when wings take it down low, good things happen.
Levine passes to Adebayo. Now here's Ball. Stripped away. Sasser with the ball. He's picked up by Levine with the teardrop. Sasser can't hit. Thunder trail by 6. On the wing, Levine. He's got 13. Back to Adebayo. Outside for Green. The 3 is up. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Wallace. And it's all from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Shot by Levine, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And he makes it. Wallace has got 8.
For Vassell to really make an impact, that's what he has to do. Initiate the offense.
Green, a screen. Ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Raptors lead by 6. Here's Wade. Antetokounmpo outside. Sasser outside. Stolen by Ball. And Ball throws it down.
You're taller than you think. Lonzo is a sneaky 6'6".
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
We need you to get right now for your side.
So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Lively, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Walker comes in for Wade. Jones, he's checked in for Wallace. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Sasser. Now Murray. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clock at 6. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And not letting the contact affect him at all. Give Murray credit for keeping his focus.
Out to the right wing. To the paint. Here's George. George with the jam.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Jones, the pass to Murray. Second shot opportunity. Good D by Kessler.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Inside. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Vassell outside. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist from Jones. Vassell's got 6 here in the quarter.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
Got a piece of it. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And a fast break now for the Raptors. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Clark is checked in for Toronto. McConnell comes in for Vassell. The Thunder making a switch here. Here's Jay. Exum passes to Wiseman. Back to Exum. Wiseman, a screen on McConnell. To the middle. Yeah, that's where he shines. Wiseman throws down the dunk.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Down low. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And finished off by Boucher.
You can see the wingspan, the gifted athleticism of Mr. Chris Boucher. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Inside, here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Pass to LeVert. Here's Jay. He's marked by McConnell. Wiseman, a screen on McConnell. Shot clock at 6. And it's Jay missing. Toronto leading by 4. And he lobs it up. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Wiseman. He's got 6. LeVert passes to Jay. Wiseman, a screen on McConnell. To the paint. And it's Wiseman missing. And for the Raptors, they're shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Pass to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Boucher. Now Exum. Boucher outside. There's the triple. Clark grabs the board. And here's Murray. Driving inside. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Toronto Raptors finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Toronto Raptors.
They're passing on point, reading the defense and reacting. Kenny, I wish you'd react this fast when I asked you to pass the cinnamon rolls.
I'm just trying to watch out for them carbs for you, big fella. Just watching out those carbs.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Thunder trail by 8. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. We've got Paul George. Bam Adebayo is out there with Walker Kessler. Then it's Ball, and it's LaVine in at the 2 spot. And finished off by Kessler.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Now here's Murray. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Adebayo. And for the Thunder, they're shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Ball left side. Kessler, a screen on Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. Cash money from 16 feet away. George has got 10 points.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the 3. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
He was all alone on that one. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work. Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Outside Murray. Shoots over Ball. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. Give him 8.
And that is the sweet spot for Murray's J, the in-between area there.
Ball outside. Adebayo sets a screen. George outside. From the wing. Rebound Toronto. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Jones with a screen on Adebayo. Unloads from 13. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
George scanning the floor. Kessler, a screen on Antetokounmpo. For 3, George. The rebound by Murray. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Toronto. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Jones. Jones with a screen on LaVine. Here's Vassell. Pure from 3-point range.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of 3-point buckets.
Here's Adebayo. Adebayo, a screen on Antetokounmpo. George for 3, drills it from deep. George has got 13.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. going with almost an entirely new group here. Williams is checked in for Lively. Wade comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wallace, he's checked in for Jones. And Sasser's subbed in for DeJounte Murray. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Green's checked in for Ball. Here's Wallace. Give him 8. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. On the take, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
To the inside. And it's blocked by Kessler. And they're pushing it up. Here's Adebayo. And that one's good. And Green with the assist. Adebayo's got his first bucket in this one. Toronto leading by 5. Now here's Sasser. No points yet. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Kessler. He's averaging about 6 points per game.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Vassell against George. Vassell can't get it to go. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Green for 3. No good. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for the Raptors. Clark comes in for Wade. And it's Walker in for Vassell. And the Thunder making a change here. He's off on the second. Thunder trail by 6. Outside Levine. Puts up a deep 3. Wallace pulls it in.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Outside, Green. Pass to Levine from the arc. And Levine knocks down the 3.
Yeah, there's the versatility Levine brings to your team. This guy can go on scoring runs and keep you afloat.
Wallace outside. Clark with the screen. Down low. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Williams against Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
He's got a nose for the basketball and a high level of activity around the rim. Go ahead and finish, Mr. Boucher.
Now here's Sasser. Green covering. Pass to Walker. Clark with a screen on Green. To the middle. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Here's Jay. Watch by Wallace. Here's Jay. Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10. The Raptors in second.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
McConnell, he's checked in for Sasser. Exum's checked in for Oklahoma City. Karis LeVert comes in for Green. Toronto leading by 7. McConnell with it. And it's Wiseman with the rebound. The Thunder have gone 8 of 13 in the second half. Exum passes to Boucher. And here's LeVert. Here's Jay. Back to LeVert. Uses the glass on the layup.
Now there's a reason Karis LeVert shoots well from the field. This guy is great at picking great opportunities.
Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Boucher. LeVert goes against McConnell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And Wallace, here we go. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for DeJounte Murray.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Raptors. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Williams. And it's Jones in for Walker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:42 left in the third. Now LeVert. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Jay. He's marked by McConnell. 6 to shoot. Here's Wiseman. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Second team foul. At the line for the Thunder, James Wiseman.
Take a break.
2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops a first. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Toronto leading by 4. And McConnell the bucket on the assist from Jones. McConnell's got 6.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Jay. He's marked by McConnell. Jay, the pass to Boucher. Stolen by Jones. 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Clark finds Antetokounmpo. Clock at 6. Clark with a screen on Boucher. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Now you see how comfortable Giannis is in the pick and rolls. Keeping things simple, just a smart pass.
Thunder trail by 8. LeVert passes to Wiseman. Outside for LeVert. And there's the screen. Another shot. No good on the shot. And so it's Toronto, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Herb Jones out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Derek Lively, then it's Murray, and it's McConnell in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And here's George. He'll bring it up for OKC. Trailing by 8. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's Ball. Plenty of space. Lively against Kessler. Back to Levine. Kessler a screen. Takes a 3. Levine can't hit. Raptors lead by 8. Jones, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. Stolen by Kessler. Levine against Murray. Levine passes to Ball. High post Kessler. Look at Levine throwing it down.
We're just going to call him Mr. Zach Levine. Another highlight reel finish.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Murray. Down low. Here's Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Adebayo, good look. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Nice form on that J from Bam. He's really worked on his shot.
McConnell passes to Murray. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside Murray. From downtown. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
George passes to Adebayo. Adebayo sets a screen. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
At the line for the Thunder, Paul George. One shot.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
Vassell, he's checked in for Toronto. Vassell against Levine. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Levine's got 23 points.
Well, in a screen and roll situation, Zach makes the right decision.
Vassell outside, puts up a 3. The Thunder with the rebound. And here's Ball to the inside. Here's George. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got 11 rebounds in the game. Murray against Ball. Murray passes to Jones. Pass to Lively. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
If you want the t-shirt, shoot at your very loudest. Who does what?
Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. Coach knows they're losing the 3 battle, and he told the team we need to limit their outside looks, force them to put it on the floor, and make them beat us off the dribble. Back to you, Brian.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Kessler, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Adebayo. Outside for Levine. Jones against George. Shot clock at 5. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Vassell. Throws it up high. And Giannis throws it down.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Now here's Kessler. It's George on the wing, defended by Jones. It's George on the drive, and Adebayo slams it in.
This guy is such a tough cover in the pick and roll. Paul George threading the needle perfectly. Excellent pass.
Vassell passes to Lively. Misses the layup. Thunder trail by 8. Ball outside. Pass to George. Fader on the way. Rebound Toronto. Antetokounmpo has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Vassell. Let's go with a 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
It's been a dominant night for him. Staying productive throughout.
Pass to Kessler. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Jones, the pass to Vassell. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Ball passes to Levine. Battles for the finish. Zach LaVine.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Outside Jones. Ooh, Kessler with the block. And they're able to recover. Murray, no good. Thunder trail by 11. Here's Levine. Oh, Levine in the paint. And so Murray will bring it up for Toronto. Antetokounmpo, a screen on ball. Murray from outside, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. Levine's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
George outside. Adebayo, a screen on Jones. The 3, George. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And he lobs it up top. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Here's George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Herb Jones picks one up.
First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City. Paul George taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from George.
When health has been there for Paul George, he has been one of the great two-way guys in the league. Very capable scorer and can take on tough assignments.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen. You show us your best move. Let's go. Now, team number 2. You need dance lessons. We have a dancer.
Toronto leading by 9. Murray with it, guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Against contact, Giannis stays strong.
Oh, man, the balance of muscle Giannis possesses is tremendous. Phenomenal at scoring on physical defenses.
George against Jones. Now here's George. The D's right on him. That shot off.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Jones, the pass to Murray. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the middle. And Adebayo, the bucket, on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist in this one. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Lively with a screen on Levine. It's Vassell with the drive. Tries again. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for one.
And Lively, no good on that one.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
Second team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Zach Levine. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
So the first one drops, and that brings him within 10.
Zach Levine, explosive with athleticism, with his hops, with his ability to score the basketball.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside Jones. Murray deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And the Raptors lead by 12. And so George will bring it up for the Thunder.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we could put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Raptors.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And for the year, this will give them win number 17.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Boy, I thought his best work was his pursuit of the basketball. He competed for every rebound, fought for position in the paint, and never stopped working. I love it.
And the first one at the line is good.
And it's been interesting watching Ball find his place in the league. He's done a good job improving his game and focusing on the things he does best.
And so Ball nails both of them. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wallace's shot is good. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. No problem for Toronto as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Giannis, congratulations on the win. How does this team continue to improve as the season goes on?
We just got to pick it up from where we left this game. Each game is going to get harder, but we got to trust one another, play the basketball we can play, and everything's going to take care of itself.
When everyone's out to get you, you can't let up. Thanks so much, Giannis.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And now, time for our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.